Okay guys, so today I'm going to answer a very common question I get, particularly now coming into the winter gaining season, is should I eat big to get big? Should I dirty bulk? Having been there and done that is possibly the worst thing you could ever do. So like, your body can only grow at a certain rate, and you being in a bigger calorie surplus than needed is not going to lead to you ultimately gaining more muscles and lead you to ultimately gaining more body fat, which you're going to have to diet for longer to get off, which probably in the chance of during the dieting phase you'll actually end up losing maybe the marginal amount of extra muscle you'll have. So from that point of view, in the general context of it, it's dumb. In terms of can you over consume in protein and how much protein should be taking in to eat big to get big, hypothetically you could say, for example, digest 500 grams of protein a day, but in reality, like, your body will break that down, put the amino acids into the bloodstream, but that doesn't mean that your body's actually going to utilize it. In real terms, research shows your body will utilize between 20 to 50 grams of protein per serving every 2 to 3 hours. So in terms of like you as an individual, that depends on how much you need, on whether you're male, female, how big you are in terms of your body weight, your body composition, hormonal factors. So these are the context of things we need to be aware of. So that's it in terms of protein. Next, when it comes to eat big to get big, you can eat as many clean carbs as you want, you won't get fat. Completely wrong. So like, yes, clean carbs are probably better for you, there's no like dispute about that at all. However, like, if you're going to be over consuming on any macronutrient, whether it's a clean food or not, that will lead to excess visceral body fat gain, which is obviously not something you're going to want. So if you're eating way too many carbs than you actually need, whether from a clean source or a dirty source, that will lead to fat gain. So as we know, calories count, carbs count, everything counts when it comes to macronutrients in your body. It's about getting the numbers right, which is the real key. So if you need help with that, drop me a message. That being said, like, as well, if you're in an off season, you're looking to grow, that I have no issue with you using a bit of more fun carbohydrates and foods like that, because this is the time of year to optimize it. But again, you're better off doing that, maybe having the odd Pop-Tart here and there, than having a kilo of extra white rice a day that you don't actually need. If you think about it, it's all numbers. It's all that matters. Finally, last point to come up is in terms of, do you actually need carbohydrates post-workout to spike insulin? The research regarding that is pretty much coherent. Yes, that is basically the best time your body needs carbohydrates to replenish glycogen after training, and also whilst during training. So I'm a big fan personally of using carbohydrates pre-workout, intra-workout and post-workout. Now the reasons for this, why? When your body's in a relaxed state, you only have around 12% of blood in circulation within the muscle cells. When you're training, this goes up to 77%. Now, if you think about this from a logical point of view, this basically means all the blood that you have, which is basically the vessel for transporting nutrients within the body, is now within the muscles. The muscles are open to receive nutrients like creatines, ATP energy, glycogen, amino acids like protein. So this is when we really want to fuel the body with all these nutrients. It's really, really important that you keep your carbohydrates, if you're looking to eat big to get big, around the workout window, but make sure that they're actually carbohydrates you can assimilate and digest. So for example, if you're looking to try and smash loads of carbohydrates in post-workout, I wouldn't take in a carbohydrate source in big quantities that's difficult to digest, like something like oats, for example. For me personally, about 100 grams of oats is probably the maximum I'd recommend for someone. Once you go above that, probably not a great idea, because it doesn't digest particularly well in large quantities. You'd be better off something like ground rice, which digests easier. So these are my thoughts, guys, on eat big to get big. You have to eat sensibly to get big and then train hard. Drop me a comment below, let me know what you think of the video, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel.